Okay, so hello everybody. I'm just gonna start a call because we wanna keep it on time. I hope you all had a wonderful week with so many exciting things happen for your doTERRA business, and we will share some wins later on. But I just would like to go over with a couple of announcements because they are very important before we need to speak to us today about overcoming some of the obstacles, emotional obstacles that we may have in the doTERRA business. All right. So a couple of announcements that I have. It's so Business Camp officially started today. If you have registered and you have not been added to the Business Camp on Facebook, please let me know so we can fix that. And if you have members that have registered from your team, please make sure to go in the OICAM, because if you have members that have registered from your site, you will be added as co-host of the event, and then you will be able to go directly on Facebook and see if they are there, if they have shown up, and if not, then please reach out to them and just remind them that it has started. There was something about Business Camp more I wanted to say. Oh, Business Camp is very fast, not maybe so fast paced, but it takes time commitment and involvement. So if you are participating or have your team member to participate, please encourage them to go there daily. Because if you miss a day, it's very difficult in a Business Camp to catch up later. So make sure that you make the time commitment and show up every day to do challenges and all the assignments that are posted there. Has anyone any questions so far about the Business Camp from you? No? Everything is good for everyone? Okay, I didn't see any questions. And now Business Camps blends really well with one of the events that I have recently also shared and posted on our Facebook pages, both leadership group and also North American builders. And this is a core, should I say, or challenge that has been created by Summer Success in the summer before the convention. Group of top doTERRA wellness advocates, Presidential Diamond, Blue Diamond, and so on. They created this 90-day challenge, and the prizes were really awesome for that one, including like 1 hour private coaching session with one of the Presidential Diamonds. But also they were posting a lot of every week. They were posting really nice video with the business tips. So now the next big event for doTERRA, it's Leadership Retreat that is coming in March. And to qualify to be able to attend the Leadership Retreat, one has to reach the rank of silver, and the qualification months to reach the rank of silver is between August and January. So January is the last month to hit the rank of silver to be able to attend Leadership Retreat. Now, Leadership Retreat is completely different than the doTERRA Convention. Because the doTERRA Convention is about the product, co-impact sourcing, Healing Hands Foundation, all the research and science and all the exciting things that's happening in doTERRA when it comes to products, basically, and what doTERRA is doing in the world to change people's life. Leadership Retreat is just about business. So there's like 3 days of an amazing could you mute yourself, Jayashri, please? Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. So this is 3 days packed, and one will be able to hear from different presenters, and it's all strictly about business. As we know, that Leadership Retreat is the rank that is first leadership rank recognized by doTERRA. So that's why if you are participating in the Business Camp, you can pair this with this summer, actually now it should call autumn challenge, if you really would like to get to silver by the Leadership Retreat and participate. Have you seen those links that I've shared? Have you seen the links to this event that I shared for this autumn challenge? Have you seen it? And then mute yourself and just say.
Yep. Yes, I've seen.
All right, yeah. So I just want to make sure that you have seen it, because it's really great opportunity to be coached by top doTERRA leaders in this regards. Okay, so let me quickly share with you my screen, and I'll quickly go over some of those announcements very quickly. Let me see. All right. Let me just open this document, which of course I lost. I think it might be this one. Okay, can you see that? Okay, the screen?
Yes.
Or can you see a little bigger? All right. So just those couple of things. So holiday products will be coming November 1st. doTERRA already released the holiday product guide. So make sure to promote this to your team. And doTERRA is promising that they have increased quantity, so you don't have to like wake up, November 1st in the at the midnight and try to order them. They should have plenty for everyone to order them in the time for holidays. Incentive trips. So doTERRA, every year one can win the incentive trip. So this year the trip is, 2019, the trip will be to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. And the qualification has ended, but if you're interested to joining, they will be releasing opportunity to buy in and participate in the trip as well. And the dates are February 4 to 8. And the price for a double occupancy room will be around $1,500 per person. Just giving you the information if you would like to buy in and join the trip with all doTERRA executives and owners. It's pretty amazing. And when this option to buy in will be available, we don't know yet. They will send an email about this. And about the leadership retreat quickly. So tickets for the leadership retreat goes on sale on November 6th. And if you are close to reaching the rank of silver, or you have planned to reach it by the end of January, I suggest you purchase the tickets, because they have a very good refund policy. So if for any reason you will not reach there, you will be able to return your ticket for a full refund. And the qualification, it's August to January 2019. So once again, one needs to hit silver the latest on January 31st by midnight Utah time to be able to participate in the in the leadership retreat. And there are two options to participate. So there is in Atlanta, March 6-8, and in San Diego, California, March 18-19. And I highly recommend that you really try to meet the qualification and go for the leadership, because it's much better than convention. And the keynote speaker this year will be Rachel Hollis, and she's famous for, she's motivational speaker, and she wrote some books, including Girl, Wash Your Face. So she's an amazing, and so she will be participating there. And what else? Yeah, so basically that's it about the leadership retreat. Do you have any questions about leadership retreat, incentive trip, or holiday products?
So one thing I can share is that I just had enrolled a member to last week. Mm-hmm. And she told me about the holiday, and she wanted to know more about it. And I was like, okay. So I was so people are excited about that product, and I have used it, and it's really good, the holiday package that they have. I'm interested in leadership retreats. So I would like to know more about what does it entail. I understand the qualifications, but if I'm thinking that you have attended it and would like to know what would you benefit out of it?
Like, what would you benefit from attending leadership retreat?
Yes.
Well, so first of all, if someone is serious about doTERRA business, one needs to strive to attend as many events and training as possible. because magic things happen during those events. Like we just came back from the convention, and you see that that was such a driving force to so many positive changes, and everybody's inspired, right? So similar leadership retreat, but this one is even more, because all the presentations are focused on building business, on overcoming different obstacles. There's a lot of sharing from different, top doTERRA leaders about their experiences. It's smaller than the convention, so it's easy to interact with those people. Like the convention, you just cannot even find them. Over there, you have opportunity to speak with the owners. You have opportunity to speak with Presidential Diamonds. Ask the question. It's meant for this, creating those opportunities during that time. So that's one thing. And even reaching this rank of silver, because as I mentioned that this is first rank that is officially recognized by doTERRA as a leadership rank. So the additional benefit, of course, it comes with your paycheck as well, because then as silver and above, you will participate in a leadership bonus. So you will be getting a share of doTERRA profit every single month. So this is quite exciting as well. And doTERRA puts those events, like they really put a lot of thoughts and effort, whom they bring, what kind of speakers. Like last leadership retreat, the team was focused on strength. So we had people that come from Gallup, and they were talking about Strength Finder and why it's important, and we were able to take a free test. And so those events are amazing, leadership retreat. And yes, one has to reach the rank of silver, so it means that you need to have 3 personally enrolled elites under you, and they have to be in separate legs. And each elite, of course, they have to have volume of 3,000 OV that particular month that you are, going for the rank. It's very doable. One hint that I can share is that Business Camp, the one that we have, is created in such a way to help someone to get from where they are, beginners, to elite within those months and a half. So if you inspire 3 leaders on your team in separate legs to join the Business Camp and help them to reach the goal of elite, 3 people, you are silver, right? So that's one way to go about this, and that's why it's encouraging that you bring your people to the Business Camp, because that will help them to grow. Did that answer your question?
Yes, it did answer my question. And actually, I wasn't able to, speak earlier regarding the Business Camp. I did register, but I'm not able to find it. Where on the Facebook? Is that a separate group that I would have on the?
Yes, it's an event. And usually the way, if you have, let's say, how it works. Okay, so your upline leader, so in your case, that would be Satarupa. She's the one who would bring you to that event. So she'll personally invite you, and then you will see notification in your Facebook notification that you have been invited to that event on Facebook. However, you have been already invited by Jayashree. I guess she just wanted to make sure that you will be there for some reason. So Satarupa was not able to bring you to the event because Jayashree already did it. So you have an invitation sitting in your Facebook notifications. And the other way how you can find it too, let me share my screen one more time.
Yeah, I'm not much of a Facebook person. So I saw the invitation. I said, yes, I'm going. But what else after that?
Okay, so when you said, yes, I'm going, so let me just quickly show you this. Let me go home on my Facebook. Can you see my screen?
Give me 1 second.
My Facebook screen?
I can. Mm-hmm.
So once you log on to your Facebook and you are like on your home, so this by default, that's how it opens. Then on your left-hand side, you see there are different options, and one of them, it says events. Do you see this on my screen?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So you click on the events, and it will take you to all the events you have been either invited to, or like you express interest. So business camp, probably you're gonna see first because they are in according to dates. So so right here you will see option like going or something. So you can click on that one, but also you can click on the events on the event directly, and over here you just click going, because if you have seen the invite, that's one thing, but then another one you need to say going, because right now if I check this, I can check if you have done. You actually done it, so you said
I got into it. Yes, so now I can see it.
Okay, great. So you're going, yes. So yeah, so you find it on the left-hand side. Once you log to your Facebook, you will find it right here, and click on events, and it will take you to the business camp. Mm-hmm. Yeah, is that this good?
Well, yes. And I have one more person who was interested, and they said that they had registered. So maybe I connect with you after this call to see whether they can be invited, because I was not aware of how this works.
Yeah, so I checked the registration maybe this afternoon, the last time. So I will check again after our call and see if there are any new registration. Registration ends today at midnight. So if you have anyone that you would like to send to the business camp, this is it. So the last, by midnight today, you need to bring them. They need to register. And next Monday, we are starting Oil Camp 1 and Oil Camp 2. So this is for essential oil user. Oil Camp 1 talks about 10 oils, and Oil Camp 2 takes them to more like supplements and detoxification and like this. Do you know where to find links to those events for registration?
No, I would need help. I'm not a Facebook person.
Okay.
I saw the links on the email where I kind of send it to people so they can register, but if there's a Facebook invitation I need to work on, then that's something I need help on.
Yeah, I'm not sending email with links to our events anymore. So the way you need to find them, they are posted in our Healing Herb Leadership group. And how you find your group, again, you can just use this here. You can go to groups, and then it will show you all the groups that you are either joining or participating. That will be one of the way to find them. So this one is Healing Herb Leadership, and you will see this in your list. And once you open this group, then on the left-hand side, there's different, different categories. So you want to click on files. Files right here. You see that?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, so you click on files, and then right here there is a document called Upcoming Oil Camps. So this is a document that I regularly update, and you can always click it. So this one shows the latest dates for different camp, and there's a registration link. So this is the link that you need to share with your members for them to register.
Yeah, that I have.
All right.
That I have. If there's a Facebook invitation, that I was thinking is something different. That registration link I have shared.
Yeah, it's different. So once they register, so there is, hold on, let me just get out from here. So once they register, I will put them in the roster. Roster is a document that I have in a Google Drive. And if you have members that have registered, I will share the access to the roster with you. And then you will be able to access the roster on a Google Drive, and you will be able to see who has registered. And only those who have registered, you then invite them directly to the event on Facebook. Do you know how to invite someone to event on Facebook?
Answer is no. But when will you share the roster?
As soon as you have someone that will register from your site. So if I have not shared this with you, it means that the last time I checked, you have, there was no registration. But for the Oil Camp 1 and Oil Camp 2, I didn't update roster since last Wednesday. So you might have people that have registered, and I will update them tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do I invite?
And then you will invite them to the Facebook event
Because I would at least have one person doing tonight registration. One already did it, so two would definitely coming, and maybe two more.
Okay, great. Yeah, we still have time because the Oilcamp 1 and 2 starts on Monday, so we still have time to invite them. And I didn't create yet on Facebook the event, so even if you wanted to bring them in, it's not there. I will create it on Wednesday. So okay, so that was this. So who else, since we spoke about this, has a desire to go for silver by the end of January? Quiet. Think big. Don't worry. It's not that hard. All right. So we have Nitu that is excited. Niku Javasini. Okay, awesome. Okay. Oh, and the last thing, and I'm finished with the announcement. So we have Healing Herb Team Facebook group, which is a group that offers support for the customers, those who just using the essential oils. They are not sharers, not builders, they are just customers. So you are very welcome to invite your members there. However, I suggest that before you bring them to that group, that first you offer them some basic essential oil education. They at least need to have a membership overview. Ideally, they go through Oilcamp 1 and equivalent of something that you offer if they are not maybe on Facebook. Because the reason is that sometimes we post things little like not necessarily more advanced, but we want them to have some basics before we come on the group. And this is similarly with the business group that we have, which is called Healing Herb Leadership. So this one is for builders and sharers. But again, we want to make sure that they are not just brand new, like you just sign them up and then they said they want to build, and I will not add them. So I'm just giving you that heads up. They need to have a basic essential oil training and some sort of a little business educational experience. Because over there, sometimes, yes, we do post some advanced stuff and it will be just confusing for them. So ideally, if they can go through the business camp, that would be better. And then we add them for this continuing support. There are some questions that if you request your members to be added, they have to answer questions. And I know some of you have added some members and they have not answered those questions yet. So they will be hanging in there, waiting for approval. So they need to answer those questions because they give me some idea where they are at with their doTERRA business or business experience or anything like this. So then it will be easier to decide if they are ready for that group or better they get a little more one-on-one coaching from you before we add them to that group. Any questions about this?
Yeah, can you, so how would I know if they got added or not?
Okay, you can check. So again, share the screen. So this is that group. This is Healing Herb Leadership. And I just go to discussion because that's the main page for this one. And hold on, I'm just having this. So on the right side here, you can see members, 68 members. So you can click on that one and you will be able to see everyone. And also you can just start typing here. So let's say I'm gonna type your name and it shows me already a member. So you can go here too and you can type the person's name that you wanted to add. And if they already member, you will be able to see that they are a member. Okay?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. So I know you're excited to share with us something very unique, but I just want to see if anyone would like to share like a quick win that you had last week in your doTERRA business.
So I had 3 wins.
Wow. All right. Let's hear this.
So one was a person who saw a difference. So I gave a sample. They saw a difference with osteoporosis, which they were suffering for over 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So I made a blend and it helped them to relieve their pain. And then they were not sure whether, it was they found it expensive, but I told them, see, the first 1 week that you tried, your body has gone through a lot. It needs more of it, but over a period of time, you dilute. So I went through the journey of helping them understand that it was a value for money. And once I figured that out of doing it, they went ahead and they ordered a pack. My second win was I have now started being a bit more brave of expressing in my office that I use essential oils and how they are helpful. And in one of these lunches, two of my team members, they were interested. So I went ahead and boldly had a one-on-one or lunch with them, and I just told them how it works. I gave them a sample. I gave them a little bit of what I could during my lunch. And lo and behold, in the evening, they signed up a 200 PV pack.
Wow, fantastic.
And my third win is, so they had visited the gift shop, and I had given them a sample. And when they took a flight, it leaked away. But little thing that was left, they could see a difference with it. So I said, well, since you're far away, you rather get your own pack. And it was a lot of back and forth. And I give them an incentive that, if you register by 18th, then you can even join a free oil camp class. So now there are many people who are aiming to join the board by the 18th. So I have two more such people too. Yep. So I have one who's going to do tonight, and then two more in the pipeline.
Perfect. Amazing. Wow. Congratulations. That's really exciting. So I have a question to you. You mentioned with the first win that you shared that person has expressed, objection that this is kind of expensive, and I'm pretty sure we all meet with that objection from time to time. And you mentioned that you, instead of focusing on this one, you built the value. Can you share a little bit more? How did you do it? Like, what did you say that make them go for it?
So I did pay a little bit attention of trying to help them compare how, with a membership, you get 25% off. And then this month they have an amazing offer of 200 PV. You get a diffuser plus 3 oils. So a little bit more on financials. And I showed them the numbers, and I showed them, and I sent them a video on, I found out a video on YouTube that talks about the benefits. I found a good video that talks about how it makes so much of a difference that you join the membership, because then you open up your world to a number of resources. And then I always say that, we are part of the Healing Herb team. We have people who are, doctors in it, medical professionals, and massage. So we have a whole slew of experience out there that opens up to you if you become a member. So that, I think, gives them the extra edge over just the financial, because the minute when you I've seen that when you have that relationship with people, that you are there to take care of them, and they can always approach you if they have a question, that changes the things.
Wow, that was very helpful. I'm pretty sure that all of us can take this as a very good advice, because instead of focusing on because this membership is kind of scary word, and they think that that's just like an obligation, financial obligation. But the way you did it by telling them what they will get, access to all the resources and trainings and all of that otherwise they would not be able to get it. So that was brilliant. Very nice. Thank you so much for sharing. All right. Exciting. Cool. Okay. So as I mentioned it today,
I have one more win actually to share.
Okay. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I went their event on the Carry Diwali, and I've never had I was overwhelmed with the response. So I did go through the links that you sent me, and I did the tips and tricks. I put up the survey. I gave them samples. I had literally had people waiting in line to get a sample and to give me their contact details.
Okay.
And I got everyone's phone numbers. I got their time when I can contact them. It was amazing. I'm just holding fingers, yes, that they go ahead and they take the next step of ordering things. But so far, it was like they were telling me all kinds of stories of how it meant to them. Like, I had people who had headaches who came to the booth, and then they came back after some time telling me the headache is gone, and they will surely contact me. So it was amazing.
Wow, great. So see, this is like example of following, because there's so much resources in doTERRA. So I'm very happy that you were able to watch that, the link that I sent you, and you put it to action, and you see how effective that was. So you have the survey, right? And they were answering those questions.
Yes, I made a survey. I made a pamphlet of sample oil. So I made about 40 sample mixes corresponding to a survey. If somebody said that they had a headache, I had a Pastance and Copaiba mix. I kind of made my own kind of went a bit, and I made about like 8 different kinds of samples of what people would have. So I had the samples, I had the sheets, I had plus what did I have was, yeah, and I was even scoring them. So based on the interest, I was scoring on the sheet who has a higher score, and I was jotting down their contact times. So pretty much I did everything that, and plus I made so this one of the videos had information that you make your own binder that has all the info. So I made binders. So everybody, if anybody would have a question, instead of trying to find a paper, I would have this binder ready to answer their question. So it worked very well.
Wow. So how would you rate your outcome from that vending event compared to your previous events that you participated?
So 5, because I got everyone interested in contact, and I would say a 10 when I get them to buy everything. So
wow.
yes, I was a 0 before. Like I never had even one person, like maybe 2 or 3 would have a link, but they would never follow up, have any interest or anything of that sort. So this was much better.
All right, great. So maybe one of the calls you could do in the future, you could, do a little mini webinar about this, because we all go to events ever so often. So that would be awesome. All right, perfect. Okay, so it's 8:30, and I know our call is a little smaller today because Satarupa and Mathura, they went for event. They have been invited to, but they will be listening to the recording. So today, Tejavasini is going to share with us what she learned at the convention from the Desiree Mangandog. Oh my God, their name is so hard. About overcoming some emotional blocks on our doTERRA journey. So the mic is yours. Would be nice to see you too. All right, we have.
Let me know. Okay. So if everybody's ready with the kit of oils, then I can, we can do this right now. Though I think it's better to take off the video, because some of the areas where they ask us to put the oils are something that we were trying to hide from each other in the convention, because you have to put them next to your heart, onto your belly. So I think I would prefer being not on the video, and you are free to do the same. And if it works with you, I'm going to read out the oils, why they're needed, and where they need to apply. And we can actually do it now. Is that a yes? Would people like to do that? Or are they willing better to take notes and then try it on their own comfort time? I would like to know.
Let's see. I know that it was kind of late notice, but do you have I have the set of oils that Nikhil Javasini requested, but do you Jayashree, do you have the oils with you? You have. How about you, Karunamai? Did you see the list of oils that I needed for today's call? No, you didn't see. Do you have your oils handy, like you could grab them quickly? Right? All right, so bring all of them. That would be the best. And then we can start. So we're just gonna wait. We're gonna give you, a couple of seconds, and then we can start. All right, great. Oh, well, perfect. All right. So she has her oils, so you can do it. So, what I suggest, if you might not feel comfortable to put oils in the front of your of each other, but I personally, what I'm gonna do, you can adjust your camera so your head shows, because I think it's more personal when we see each other, but it's up to you. I'm leaving just up to you. I'm just gonna have my head on and see beautiful. You cannot see my belly, anything. Great. All right, let's do it. You are muted.
Oh, okay.
Now it's good.
So let me begin by why to do this protocol. This protocol is very important to cut down the emotions that have brought us all over our life when we want to take a step ahead. In our head, there are a number of voices that try to push us back. Oh, you have not been successful, or how you're sure that this time it's going to work, what makes you feel so more stronger about it. And before you can take one good step forward, you kind of pull yourself back. Now, this oil protocol, I must say, is effective, and it actually helped me do my wins, because I have now come out of that shell of hiding behind and feeling ashamed of being a failure. No, I put my hand across, I say a hi, I try to get a contact, I try my best, and I see things flow. So I do it with great confidence. I no longer hold myself partly back, thinking in my head, this is not going to work. No, there's a whole change in my emotions. Now, if I do anything, I'm like, this is going to work. And there is no way this is going to fail. So that sea change I have received by trying this protocol, and plus the other book that she has received, I'm Worthy. I'm also doing that protocol. So I'm doing this protocol that I'm going to share. I did this for 5 days, and believe me, it kind of helped me turn things around me. I'm doing much more than I could do before, and I still find more time to do more. So it's really good. It means that we can do a lot more if we give ourselves the confidence that we can. From that point onwards, I would now give you the sequence of steps. The first one is how to release shame, which is the frequency. These emotions have a very low frequency, and they kind of hold us back. So to be able to release it, we would take drops of copaiba, lemongrass, Siberian fir. Take 1 drop of each in the hand, and you need to apply to 4 locations. So let me know when you're ready with it. Copaiba, lemongrass, Siberian fir. If you don't have Siberian fir, you can use the Douglas fir, but she does always recommend to have the oil that she has prescribed.
So you said 1 drop on the palm?
Yes. So if you have 1 drop of each oil in your palm, then you start applying to 4 locations. One is the belly, then one is the sacrum, which is at the back of your backbone at the bottom, and third to the heart, and fourth to the chest.
Okay, so belly,
sacrum.
Okay. Oh, that smells so good.
Then heart.
Okay.
And if you're out of oil, then you can again mix the 3 together: copaiba, lemongrass, and Siberian fir.
Okay, heart. And the last one?
Chest.
Okay, what's the difference between heart and chest?
So, good question. So, heart is more towards the lower bottom of our chest, and chest would be the full chest.
All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, she was asking after this, what is the music of your soul? Which was a very thought-provoking question. And she was saying that just try to understand that we are around great people, but not necessarily we can absorb everything that they say or apply what they do. And the reason being is because our containers are small. Like when you hold the water in a pitcher, you can only hold that much of water as big as your pitcher. So if you want to hold more and absorb more, you need to increase the size of your pitcher. And to be able to do that, you first have to release the things that are constricting you. So that will expand your universe. And she was explaining that copaiba, what it does by doing it, copaiba captures the shame that we experience. Lemongrass cleanses it out. And Siberian fir helps you for not feeling regretful, which is very important. So what takes place is, let's say we have an emotion that we relate to, like I'm not good at something. Now, let's say that emotion is kicked out of the system. What happens? There is a fill in the blank, because you have never experienced anything different than not being able to do something. So in that fill in the blank, anything can fill in. So to be able to ensure that only good things fill in that blank, and it's okay to be with unknown, that's where Siberian fir comes into the picture. It helps you to be okay with unknown. So now the next oils that she was talking about is that helps to break the blocks protocol. So yet again, we would need these 3 oils. First, I'll call them out so you have them ready. One is lemongrass, third is black pepper, and fourth is wintergreen.
All right, so lemongrass, black pepper, wintergreen, and what was the other one?
No, those are the 3 oils.
Oh, the 3 oils.
Yes. So if everybody is ready, then how we have to do this is you put lemongrass 2 drops on the top of your head, right at the crown, right at the up here.
All right.
At the crown, at the top of your head. Then you use black pepper at the back of your neck. And on the sanhyoi, or how do you call it, joints, which is basically your arms, both the arms on the sides. That's where you put the black pepper. Outside. Those are the meridians. You put it out there. Lastly, you have wintergreen, which you put on the throat and on the heart. And on the heart. So if we are done, then I can explain a bit about it. So lemongrass, and we can also use melaleuca or a combination of the two, they help to break patterns of bad beliefs. So something inside our head, that stops us from doing things, it helps to cut it out. Black pepper breaks down the community beliefs. So what lemongrass helps to cut down the personal beliefs that we have put into ourselves. Black pepper, and that's why you put it outside on your arms, because that's where a community believes, they have the outer before they sink into us. So something like, as a community, if we're a part of a certain group, or we are a part of our body, we identify with a certain location we come from. So all those other differentiation that the society does, where we say, oh, this person, because she's coming from here, has more chances to succeed than I do. Those kind of thoughts are cut down by the black pepper. Then we can also add black pepper and Siberian fir if required. That helps to release the guilt about a desire, which is very important. So I have mentioned, it's been a year I've been with Krishnamai Mataji, and she's always asked me to dream. She's always asked me to have a goal. And for a whole 1 year, I told her I don't dream and I don't have a goal, right? And I must say that after this protocol, I was able to start dreaming. And I'm finally able to now put a goal in my life. So yes, it's a big win. It does work. Then Douglas fir and lemon, which we have not used, but we are about to. So I'm just preparing a bit about what we're going to do next. The Douglas fir and lemon will help rewire and raise your standards. So now that we broke down the protocol, we're going to put something in ourselves that are gonna make us perform well. So that's a combination of. So I'll just first read the oils and then I'll let you know where to apply. So the first one is Douglas fir and lemon. We already have that out. Sorry. Douglas fir and lemon. Then the next one is geranium. And arbor vitae. Then comes wild orange and neroli if you have it. Okay, so you begin by, if everyone has the oils, then you begin by applying Douglas fir and lemon, take a drop each, onto your forehead right here. Okay, so that's the top of your head. I can even put it on the crown a bit. Then you begin by putting geranium on the heart. And then you begin by applying arbor vitae on the bottom of your feet, especially the big thumb. So arbor vitae is a very good oil. My oil is also over, to connect with the divine. And lastly, we will use the wild orange. We would take a big inhale. Wild orange, as we know, is the oil of abundance. So if you take and you inhale, when you pull them out, try to take as much in. And if you have got neroli, I don't have it next to me, you apply it on your throat. Let me get mine. You apply it on your throat. So would you like to know what these oils do together? So as I mentioned earlier, Douglas fir and lemon helps rewire. So after we have broken down our blocks, it helps to raise our standard. Wintergreen is a tough oil. It cuts out a nasty beliefs. Gratitude is the birth of receiving. So these oils help you to have the the feeling of being thankful to what you have rather than regretting what life has done to you so far. And the more you are in gratitude, the more the universe responds to send you good things to you. So it's always good to be in the mode of gratitude. Arbor vitae is something that helps us connect with the divine energy. So when everything comes from divine, right? Everything comes from the God. And I believe all of us are devotees. We believe it comes from Krishna, right? And so if everything comes from Krishna, we are just an instrument that we understand in Bhagavad Gita. But then we get stuck with ourselves sometimes thinking, what would happen if I do this? So our job is only to do our best. Whatever happens, is the results is not in our hands, and we should not be thinking of the results, which we tend to do often. So arbor vitae helps to do that. What really lit me up was Desiree said that what's most important for me is that I'm doing my job, and inside I'm blissful of the work that I'm doing, and I know that God is happy with me. Everything else is a bonus. That people praise me, they appreciate it, it's a bonus. If nobody does that, even then I am happy. And that's what we say in Bhagavad Gita. But very often we don't apply it, we don't feel it, we don't do it. And I was very pleased to hear that from her. So yes, please go ahead and use arbor vitae. I've seen that whenever I use it, I try to do it even before my chanting, and I've had beautiful chanting rounds, really good rounds by using that oil. The rest of it is then after this, when you are filled with positivity, then you can think further in terms of clarity, in terms of, you start defining what strengths you have, what weakness you have, what emotions you have, and then you think about the map of where you are. So her husband took over the conversation, and he being a scientist, he was trying to put it in a logical order. Is like, and the example I clearly remember him saying is that when we're driving and the road is clear, things are crisp, and we can see well, we drive at a decent speed, even sometimes more than the speed limit. But if it's foggy, it's muggy, there's a traffic jam, we can't get anywhere. We don't even move at the normal speed, which is exactly how we are right now. If we are not crystal clear of what our goal is and what a direction is and how to get there, you will not have the speed to get there. And speed is just a matter of, locking yourself and arming yourself with the skill set and letting everything else flow, allow it to flow with you. And I think I'm doing that. I never knew that before the middle of a month I would have 3 wins and so many more contacts, but things are going that way. So yes, it is. There is a lot that we can do. It's just that we are too much locked up, and these oils help to unlock the potential we have. The last set of oils, now this is where we come to the end. So after we cut down our blockers, after we start receiving the abundance, the last thing we want is she calls it get known protocol, and she expressed it that it's more of being able to voice yourself, because now you're ready to share your skills, and you should be able to do that positively and with confidently. So the oils that you need to use are pink pepper, which we will apply on the throat, and we would then be using ginger. So pink pepper and ginger. Okay, my pink pepper is not here. My ginger is not here. So I have to go somewhere to get it, but I'll just share you where the protocol is. So you apply the pink pepper on the throat and then you inhale it. And once you're done with that, then you apply the ginger on your solar plexus, which is around your belly area. So it's actually from the belly. If you have 2 fingers with space, so this is the belly, and the solar plexus above it. But if you apply that whole area, there is no harm done. So if you're done, then I can share what they do. So pink pepper is a very good oil. I actually use it on a daily basis. That's why it's not in the kit around here. Pink pepper is good to live out your divine purpose. It helps you, it guides you internally what your divine purpose is, and plus it makes you more confident of expressing it in a way which is, I found myself to be very pleasing. Being able to help people understand it and express it in a manner in which they would find it easy to hear and not say things that come out very awkward, let me put it that way. So I've seen pink pepper giving me the confidence to say things right. It provides protection. It helps to clear out your message, and it helps in delivering your message clearly. The next oil, ginger, is a very good oil for procrastinators. So it helps you to stop avoiding. This is another go-to oil, and that's why I don't have it in my kit right now. I apply it right now daily. Both the oils make me I write on my day. My routine is even more packed than ever before, but end of the day, I'm 100% check mark. So that gives me so much of satisfaction. So that's all, and I think we just have few minutes, 4 minutes, so I would open the call to hear your feedback and share how you feel after this protocol.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. I mean, that we probably, I'm glad we are recording it, because I'm going to listen to it a couple of times for all the oils and benefits. Wow, I feel excited. You touch a couple of points and I'm feeling like, okay, this is my daily oil from today now. Wow. And especially that you mentioned about what you're experiencing personally, and I can see those changes in you, and I'm just like blown away. I said, is this Nikunja Vasini saying this? Well, because you were right when you said that. I know that on numerous occasions I was like kind of trying to, guide you or push you in that direction of having like a vision, a goal and dream, and you were very protective.
Yes, I was a closed wall. You're being very subtle. Yes. So I must say the convention and everything else is helping me break down my walls. So I'm very thankful to you for that. Really thankful. And thankful to everyone on the team. So yes, Jayashree, I'm glad. Thank you for inviting me to the business club, and I hope we would do this together. I'm going to now spend time finishing the exercise out there, and yeah, let's see. We should at least try becoming silvers. Why not? Give it a try. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I love it. So I have a question to you personally. So do you follow this protocol that you walk us through every single day, or you just kind of, is there like a timeline, like
So what she said was this protocol was equivalent to 40 acupressure sessions.
Wow.
Exactly. And she has done Chinese acupuncture for years, and it took a lot of while for her to come together with this protocol. And so I did this protocol straight 5 days. The first day that she gave me, I could see a difference. So I did it straight 5 days, and I could see it break my patterns. And then I started doing the I'm Worthy protocol. But whenever I see myself getting stuck or feeling that I'm not, progressing with what I have intended to do, I will do this protocol. It hardly takes 10 minutes, and it will just open up a whole world for me. So that's how I do it. She did not give a duration. She said that this is that powerful that it can cut out your low frequency emotions. So whenever you find yourself in those stages, go ahead and do this protocol. So at least for myself, I'm trying now once a week for sure, minimum.
Wow, great. Thank you. Would you be able to post that protocol on the Facebook group so everybody can, because I was not able to keep up with the notes.
Sure. I hope that would be okay. Yep, I think I could. Yes, indeed.
Okay, awesome. Great. Does
Sure.
anyone has questions? I don't want to like. Jayashree, you have questions?
Wish you all a very good night, and thank you.
Thank you so much one more time, and we will see you in the either business camp, oil camp, or next Monday on a call.
Sure. Thank you. Very good.
Thank you.